Alright, gotta remind myself to turn off that screen because I've done this 3 times now. But welcome to this series where I'm going to be playing a free-to-play account. And hopefully, and it sounds boring, but it's actually really exciting for me. I'm able to, you may not think that it's going to be exciting, just having less cards, but it allows me to focus on the cards that I have and trying to build the best deck possible with the few cards I have. And it's a lot more exciting as well to open kegs, and when I get an epic or legendary, it means a lot more to me. Okay, and hopefully you guys will learn some new things. If you're a beginner, then I'm going to teach you many different things. Hopefully you'll learn stuff about what particular deck that I build and what I put into my deck as a beginner deck. You know, what are the best beginner decks? What are the first cards that I craft? What I think is very important while also being cheap. And also when I open kegs, you know, what cards will I get? Okay, when I get a choice, why do I pick that choice and all that? So the game's changed quite considerably since the last time I was free to play, which is at the at the beginning of the closed beta. So a lot of things are different, but I'm going to hopefully teach you some things if you're new beginners, because there are a lot of new beginners coming in because there's a lot of free beta keys being given out now. Speaking of which, if you don't have a beta key and you're watching this, then if you're on Twitch, go down below and click on the gold thing to get a free beta key while stocks last. And if you're on YouTube, after I posted this video, I'll put a link in the description while stocks last. I've got 1,000 there to give away, so it should last quite a while. And then we changed the screen. And then we changed the screen, ladies and gentlemen. We did this. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing that I don't want to seem like I'm stealing ideas. I had this idea for quite a while, but someone else has already done this stream. Some people say it's spicy, so that may give you a clue. But I mean, credits to him, he actually managed to just pull his finger out of his ass and do it. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, but he's given me a big kick up the ass to do this, so I think it'll be really fun. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it too. So the first thing you want to do as a beginner, when you get in, you'll get a tutorial. It's a little out of date, but you may want to feel free to do it. It gives you a general idea on how to play. First thing you want to do when you get here is go to the single player section and go to the tutorials. Now, you may not think you need it, but you at least get some, you get a free keg from doing that one, you get a free 100 ore from doing that one, and you get free 50 scraps for doing that one. So, as you can see, I've piled all that up together, and it just gives me an advantage over someone who doesn't do that, so it's always worth doing. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just buy some kegs. This will get me going. Actually, let's have a look at the cards first. What kind of cards we can build. So you get some starter decks. I think I'm just going to undo all of them. I'm going to start from the very beginning. You may choose to do it, but I think they're not optimized greatly. Now, I think some of these decks are better than others for beginners, but I don't really want to dissuade you. If you say you really want to play one of these factions, I don't want to say don't do it, because you may really like a faction. Like, you may really like Square Tail. But I don't consider them the best faction to start with, although a lot of stuff has changed, like I mentioned. So I'm going to just start with, I think I'm going to go Skellige first. Okay. I'm going to try and put some cards together. Now, everyone's going to have the same starter cards to begin with. I always like to go to my golds. You're only going to have one. Stick him in there. And silvers, you probably want to stick them all in there. There might be one instance where you don't want to stick him in, but for the most part, he's generally decent. And, you know, bronze. Now, there is a lot of weather going around. It's always best to have at least 2 clear skies. And probably 1 owls or thunder. I think you'll take maximum of your wounding options. So another lacerate as well. I'm going to take a swallow potion too. I may take some more, but we'll see what else we're getting. That is generally not a great card. It's even hard when you're an advanced player to use that, so I wouldn't ever take that. Take maximum of these. As a beginner as well, these are one thing that I'm looking for. I'm looking for 3 versions of this. A lot of these decks, you want 3 versions, 3 copies of a particular card, and that's one of these. Okay. Axemen are exceptionally good right now. Now, this is new, because they are really good, so these might be really, really good. And, you know, we don't get too many options, but we get a few. Okay. We don't see, we only have 2 of everything, so Thunderbolt is less useful. We may take a 3rd clear skies. And as you see, I'm starting to pick things that I'm not really bothered about, but just because it is useful. Gold Junior. I'll pick those. The main reason is they do wounded. So this is my very beginner Skellige deck, but we do have some scraps and stuff that we're going to spend on some cards. And the reason I've built this deck together is a lot of stuff was not very good in terms of choices, but like Axemen are amazingly good right now. A lot of people are teching for them, but if the matchmaking works, then people won't. You could take Warcry and Clan on Crate Raiders together. Yeah, we may switch this out. But we've taken these because you do wounding, these guys get buffed. These wound themselves, so he gets buffed. You know, these guys work well with him, and the medics work well with him. And, you know, the general silvers are all probably all auto-include, so you can probably guess what the opponent would have as well. So we could take a Warcry, because it will buff these guys up. But relatively speaking, I'm not going to. Some of you may choose to do that. So what I'm going to do first is just buy some kegs. This will give me my first few cards of variance over another player, which is an excellent thing to try and do. This is the first bit of like kind of RNG. Like opponent could get a really good gold and I could get a piece of crap. But let's just try. So they're not considered too good. They're not considered too good either, but it might be useful in lower cases. Oh! A spy very well. That's good. Card advantage is always good, and so having that advantage over a beginner opponent is really good. Ekimara is also considered very good. And we got ourselves some blues. Now, I find them very difficult to use, and you probably haven't got the resources to get a good discarding going, so they're probably not going to be very good. Machines, again, that's not too good. I don't know how many machines you get. You're guaranteed to get that up to at least possibly 10. So I'm going to take that because it's probably just a little bit better. But you probably haven't got a whole deck to go around either of those options, so we'll just keep going. How you doing, everyone? We are on Twitch, so welcome to everyone who's here. Alright, let's keep going. They're not considered too impressive now. I haven't seen many of them. They're quite good. They're quite good, but you need 3 of them. I think that's probably been my third one of those. And amazing, a third one of those. They're really good right now. Again, so really nice options here. So, I would say I'm going to eliminate Nature's Gift to begin with. Probably because, I mean, you could play Square Towel, get 2 decoys. 2 Scorches, 2 Commander's Horns. That I may bring that back into the fold. I'll probably remove him first from the options. Now, Monster Weather is really good. A good choice to go for beginners. Probably one of the better beginner decks. So it's between these 2 for me. And I think I'm going to choose him and just go for simple tastes. Okay. I haven't modded his voice yet. No, not yet. I've been trying yesterday night, but I couldn't manage it. So we've got 2 more kegs left. Okay, we probably won't have too many ambush. Quen could be good. Brand Warriors are really good. They're not considered too good, but it might be good for beginners. Just get a lot of strength. Okay. If we're going for the Monster Consume, we've got an Ekimara, we've got a Vran Warrior already, which were quite good. All praise Vran. So Baraka's Behemoth are really good for that kind of archetype. So these cards go well together. So I like that. And that's a very strong archetype. Monster Consume. So if we start building that up, that's fine. Seems like monsters are my most prevalent faction at the moment. They're really good if people are using Monster Weather against you. Good. Good value there. Not considered too good. Could be good for weather, I suppose. Okay. Mahakam Defender, having 3 of those could get us started on a dwarf deck. They're okay, but they need to be wounded, and Savage Bear is basically key for that, and we don't have one of those. There are some options as a beginner, like, you could be good for that, but out of these choices, I've got 2 of those, and you'll always want 3 of those in a deck. I've got 0 of those, and you'll always want 3 of those in a deck. So I'm kind of further away with that card than I am with this card. So for that reason, I'm probably going to go with this. You probably won't need 3 swallow potions. What does Quen do? Oh my god, that's not real. That's not a real question. I can tell you what Quen does. Right, we're out of kegs. So I've chosen my kegs and why I've chosen them. The basic options, apart from like the monsters. It's basically based on my knowledge of how easy things are to play, which might not be true to some beginners. They might find it a lot more difficult to figure that out. So let's just double check any of these particular cards. I think I'm definitely going to stick a third one of him in. We'll take out one of him, put that in. I didn't get any more silvers, didn't get any more golds. So what was that really cool card that I got? Probably wasn't even for this faction. Okay, so I mean, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I would have liked a third one of those. That might be something I'll craft in the future very closely, because it's only 30 scraps, which is relatively cheap. But I know what my first card will be, and it's not 26 cards in the deck. As a beginner, let me just mention that when you're building a deck, try and stay at 25 cards. There's no reason to really go above it. I know it may seem difficult if you've got like say if you had like 3 of loads of things and you didn't want it, just take 2 of things instead. But I really want as many of those out as possible. It may be a bad decision, but I think I'm just going to go with that. We can guarantee them getting buffed by that leader card. Okay. So, that's me building a deck. Okay, so we kind of went with many of the cards that we had. We're not going to craft anything yet. But the first card I am going to craft, most likely, I'm not in a huge rush, but it will be Dimeritium Bomb here. It's very, very good right now, and it's relatively cheap. One of the cheaper cards, which makes a huge impact, which is exactly how I did it way back when. But let's get into our first match, Beginner Skellige, and I will probably play different decks as well. I don't want to just limit me to one deck, even though I think Monster and Skellige are the better decks for beginners. Don't you play the card that double the strength? So Warcry was an option. I chose not to take it. But you could take it. Okay, so I don't know what the matchmaking is like. So, beginning of the game, we get to draw 3 cards, redraw 3 cards out of our 10. Gold's fine, silver's fine. One of those. We got any Axemen? No, we don't. Always look at who you're fighting. Foltest probably won't have weather, so we'll get rid of First Light. Probably will have things that stack up on a row. May have something like that. Gonna get rid of a Priestess. This is not looking too good. I mean, it's looking alright, but I really want an Axeman. No Axeman. No Axeman at all. It's my turn first. So I'm going to start with... We're not going to waste that, although it's bad not to play it on turn 1. Well, I'm going to play my Jutta Ondemun.
May Freya choose the victor.
This is a new account for the sole purpose of helping beginners that are coming on, because there's a lot of people coming on recently. Okay, 5 strength, and it did 3 wounding. Warcry would have been a good choice. She would have went up huge. I might actually reconsider Warcry and put that in, because it does seem like a pretty good option. I've been convinced. But this guy will reset that person back to base strength, meaning she'll go back up to 10. If it's white value, means it's base. Okay, if it's red, it means it's been wounded. If it's green, it means it's been buffed. We'll just potion her. So, any beginners watching, you play this game by playing one card each turn. Okay, it goes to me, then to him, then to me. But at any point, we can decide to pass, and then we can't play any more cards in this particular round. Okay, that was very good. We've got that out of the way now, though, which is great for the Axeman. Though, may seem bad, but it's not too bad. Although we don't have any Axemen. Yeah. I'll place that down. The reason I'm placing that down is because I'm at a deficit. I'm behind in strength. He'll have to place another card. This is setting me up for the next round. He'll have to play another card or destroy it. Okay, so now I'm back into this round quite quickly. So we're going to keep going. I think.
Not your lucky day.
Here we go. Put some big. See? I was right about decoy. I mean, war cry. Well, this guy will set them back to original strength. If they're wounded.
For Kedwin!
3 5s. Right, this guy can attack your own side now. Annoying. Right. I was trying to get that below 5 so I could scorch them all. It's not really possible. Play this guy and attack that guy. So he's worse. King Yutterdek. That's right. Yutterdemon is good. It's just a good card.
Trouble approaches.
Oh, here we go. 8 strength. Like that. Hands up, who's new? Yeah, exactly.
Onward!
You're all new.
Attack!
Secretly, I know it. Shut up, baby, I know it. Right, at this point, I'm going to pass, and the reason be that he will have to play another card to beat me. I'll gain card advantage. Why? Toot him. Toot the enemy. No.
Elves must die!
Right, there's another card. Alright, fair enough. Okay, an axeman. More axemen. They're like buses. They all come at once. So because he won the round, he has to go first. So you can see I've got 7 cards, he got 5. We'll put something low down. He's 10 strength, but we don't want to do that because I've got a Scorch. A Scorch destroys the strongest non-god unit on the battlefield. And so if I put that down, I won't be able to use it. So we'll wait a little bit. We'll just see if he puts down another 8.
Aye, aye, sir.
Or he's put down a 7. This guy will go down to 8 because he loses 2 strength at the beginning. But that's still not enough. These guys are 9, so these guys will go down to 7. Oh, but then it'll buff my axeman. 7. So they'll all be 7. 3 7s on the board is scary though. So we need to get these guys out quick. 3 7s are okay because I'm protected. Because of that 8.
Finally.
Oh, he's still a nice protector. He's protected those 7s with his 8. So that was pretty clever of him. Now if I Scorch him, I'm open to... Oh, he's already used his Scorch. There you go. He's already used his Scorch there. Reflex confirm that on the Reddit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if starter decks will be changed. I don't think they'll be changed too much. But still, it gives people an idea on how to play. So I'm thinking about... I think Scorcher might be a good idea anyway. Because he's used his Scorch already. So I'll do it.
For the king!
Playing meta decks. That's right, I'm playing meta decks. He's only got 2 cards left and I've got 4. When I win, I'll have to go first next turn, so I'll start losing my card advantage. So it looks like I'm winning loads, but next turn I'll go back down a bit. But I will have gained 1 card advantage. I'm going to do that. I don't think he'll have Geralt Igni. That's something as a beginner you probably don't have to play around. This is my knowledge of what cards exist in the game, which I think is the hardest thing to portray to new players. Like, I know that at certain points there will be cards appearing which will be difficult. So at this point, I'm just having to play cards. He's only got one card left. He doesn't have to win this round. He can lose the round. I think this is my weakest card now because I haven't really got much wounding. That. Oh, thank you very much for that subscribership as well. I forgot to mention. Right. So he didn't actually use anything. So he's run out of strength, so I'm just going to pass. Playing on a Smurf account is so unfair to new players. I mean, we've got equal cards. Hopefully they'll watch my tutorial. So I've got to go first because I won. Let's start with first victory. Okay. There we go. So, good game to him. Well played. That's how beginners. That's the biggest lesson of today, right? Doesn't matter what they play. Give them a good game. Nod to them, and then be on your merry way.